How do you build work relationships? I'm asked that quite often for leaders and for managers. How do I build relationships with those I work with? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So how do you build relationships with people you work with? Well, it'd be just like anybody else. It takes time, and over time it compounds and you build relationships. That's the first thing. It takes time. We need to be super focused on building that relationship with people. It's kind of like when we were dating. If we wanted to get somebody that we were going to marry, we'd put a lot of time and effort to learn about them, to understand what's going on. We'd offer helping hands. We would help them wherever we could. And we weren't just trying to get them in bed, right? Now, if you had a one-night stand, you weren't doing that. You were just trying to get them in bed, right? It's kind of like the used car sales. We would sell a used car, see them drive off the lot, and hope they never came back. Just like that movie, Used Cars. But when we want to build relationships at work, and we need those, not necessarily that we're going to hang out after work all the time, but we need to have relationships with people because that's how things move. Relationships and trust is how things move together with people. That's how we get them to work on our projects and our special assignments. We need to have those trusts and those relationships with people. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere. The reason I've been successful in my career is because I made a focus on building relationships. I use my salesman hat and I actually walk through the house analogy that I teach to make sure that I understand what's going on with people, who they are, what goes on behind the desk, and what they do after work. I take an interest in people. I want to learn what's going on. And here's the key thing, is there's going to be a situation, an issue, and a ramification if those issues don't get resolved. And I like to step in, connect people. Yeah, that's called beating the bridge. That's one of the topics I teach about. And I help them move forward. How can I make them successful? How can I help them with an open hand so I can serve them? It comes back to us when we serve people. We don't do it just so we get the benefit, but we actually serve them with an open heart. And we want to help them because we care about people. By doing so, we're going to start building relationships. We have time, our mindset shift of caring about people. What else can we do? Let's go learn about what they like to do and show up. That's right. If somebody works in Special Olympics and you know that they're going to be in your town for a Special Olympics thing with their kids, go show up. What does it take but your time to do that? Go have fun, celebrate them, root them on, help them and their kids. Why not? Take time and value people. That's the key thing, is valuing people. When we do that, everything else kind of flows through that. If we put a value on people, we will start supporting them. We will take an interest in helping them. We will help them be successful. That's what we need to do. Just like in sales, we put values on our customers, on what we can sell to them, and that's about how much effort we put into them. We have to plan and we have to understand that. We're not trying to manipulate people, but we're trying to help them because we care about them. That's right. We have to care about people and help them be successful. That's how we start building relationships with others, is by doing those things. Now, I also talk about the trust equation in some of my trainings, where if you want to build trust, that's the kind of the collateral or the currency you have with other people. You got to have deposits of trust. You got to be able to build up trust with people, so that way they'll share those situations and their issues and all that stuff, so you can help them. It takes time. Building relationships with people is a marathon, not a sprint. We need to put deposits in over time, and it compounds. It's like compound interest in your retirement plan. It takes time, and over time, we start building those relationships. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. Contact information is below. If you like this video and it's helpful, hit like, share, subscribe, send to somebody you think it might benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. Thank you. See you next time.